A what if the impossible was just undiscovered science? A speculative biology art builds worlds from known rules. This discipline merges imagination with strict ecological constraints. And now that we understand the goal, let's explore Act 1. The first act demands defining the home environment rigorously. A gravity, atmospheric pressure, and chemical composition dictate everything. And a creature on a high UV world needs extreme light shielding. A resource scarcity forces radical evolutionary shortcuts or efficiencies. The constraints feed the design, they are the muse. But now that we understand environmental foundations, let's explore Act 2. And Act 2 focuses on biomechanics. How does it actually move? The limb number and placement must honor basic physics principles. Size scales, non-linearly larger creatures require exponentially stronger support. The energy conservation dictates the efficiency of every single joint action. A respiration and fluid dynamics present major design hurdles. A sensory perception must match the habitat's light and sound spectrum. And the brain structure must support the complexity of these inputs. An evolution selects for the best possible solution under pressure. And we have the physics, and now we address the narrative in Act 3. On Act 3 introduces ecology. How does this life interact? Every creature needs a niche producer, consumer, or decomposer. Our symbiosis often drives the most visually interesting evolutionary paths. While population dynamics affect the average size and behavior of species. A defense mechanisms must counter the apex predator capabilities. The entire system must feel like it evolved together naturally. On every line in the food web validates the previous design choices. Our protagonist feels the pressure to ensure internal consistency. This dedication to realism elevates art into scientific hypothesis. Now that we understand ecology, we move to Act 4 aesthetics. Act 4 explores aesthetics, ensuring the creature communicates effectively. A color and pattern are rarely arbitrary, they signal function. How light interacts with skin, scales, or fur is crucial. A silhouette matters. Does the shape immediately suggest its lifestyle? Bonas strong, readable outline communicates biology instantly. Visual displays often serve complex social or mating rituals. A movement must be rehearsed. A weak walk ruins the entire concept. The designer integrates the narrative truth with visual impact. The synthesis of science and vision is the true achievement here. B. We have established the design cue. Let's move to the final act. A. Act 5, documentation and presentation solidify the hypothesis. An effective documentation explains the why behind every design choice. Scale references are vital for the audience to grasp true size. A life histories, birth, growth, senescence, add immense realism. But even suggesting ancient lineage anchors the concept in deep time. A naming conventions must sound both scientific and evocative. Our show, don't just tell how the creature behaves dynamically. The art must convince the viewer of its environmental truth. This comprehensive approach proves the design's viability. The final creation is a marriage of imagination and immutable laws. This process demands deep respect for Earth's biology as a template. The tools are modern, but the underlying methodology is ancient exploration. But every choice, from respiration to retinal structure, must be defensible. Artistry takes the scientifically plausible and makes it compelling. It is a discipline demanding both the scientist's rigor and the artist's eye. Look closely. Every imperfection tells a story of environmental stress. From gravity analysis to final coloration, the loop is complete. This is the power of speculative biology, making the imaginary feel real. It challenges us to see the underlying mechanics in all life. The journey from concept to concrete possibility defines this artistry. Understand the rules, and you can build any universe imaginable.